Good morning, dear students. Welcome in social science class. Dear students, in previous topic, we have covered the introduction section of Turkish invasion in North India, where we have read about the caliphs or Abbasid Caliph, the Turks, and how they turned into a great ruler over there, and they just control over the different provinces and asserted their independence, and how they can create a lineage of rulers which was known as Ghaznavis. They all were the main part of that empire, which we can say that. Now today we will continue with the topic about Ghazni, a very famous ruler, we can say that, or attacker in India, Mahmud Ghazni. Look at the picture of Ghazni also. Mahmud Ghazni. Mahmud Ghazni, he was born in 971 CE. He ascended the throne in 998 CE. Ascended means to control over the uh, territory, or started his ruler. He decided to invade northwest India, where the Gujar Pratihara Empire had become weak due to frequent battles with Pallavas and Rashtrakutas. In previous chapter, we have already learned about the Gujar Pratiharas, the Pallavas, the Rashtrakutas, how they were fighting among themselves to get power on Kannauj, or to control over Kannauj in tripartite struggle. They were fighting among themselves, which was uh, creating the weakness of rulers. Mahmud Ghazni invaded India 17 times in 27 years. It's very important. We just underline these lines. Into 1000 to 1027 CE. He wanted to make Ghazni, a small, hilly and poor region, into a powerful empire. Mahmud Ghazni's important point of view regarding to attack in India, that was he wanted a small Ghazni into a powerful empire. Ghazni was a small place in Afghanistan, and he exactly wanted to make him a powerful empire in the world. He gained control of Afghanistan and Khorasan, places in Afghanistan. He was attracted by the great wealth of India because many rulers were there, and they just uh, collected so many pearls and jewels, and somewhere India was also known as the jewel of India, we can say that, or the golden sparrow as well. So he started plundering towns and temples in North India, where he got maximum wealth, like Nagarkot, the present day Kangra, we can say that, Thanesar in Haryana, Mathura in Uttar Pradesh, and Kannauj as well in Uttar Pradesh. He started plundering in these areas. His most destructive attack was directed against Somnath Temple, which is in Gujarat. He attacked Somnath Temple on 1025 CE, and this temple is situated on the sea coast of Gujarat. Rajput warriors put up a stiff resistance, a great battle, we can say that, a strong attack, we can say that, but lost the battle. Mahmud broke the idol of Somnath and looted property worth around 20 million rupees from the temple as well. Some historians are of opinion that the main objective of Mahmud Ghazni was to propagate Islam and gain popularity among Muslims. Exactly, he doesn't want to control over India. He just wanted to propagate Islam and to loot the wealth of India. Mahmud's invasion exposed the weakness of Indian rulers, how badly he was attacking in India. Around 27 years, 17 times he attacked over India, and Indian rulers were not able to defeat him, and paved the way for the establishment of Muslim rule in India. And this was a great setback to the Indian rulers, we can say that where the Muslim rule was established in India. Trade interest also attracted many Muslims to settle in India because they were a great traders in between, we can say that, and they were attracting towards many things which was exchanged from one place to another, and for that the Muslim rulers were also attracted regarding that. This period also saw the development of a close cultural interaction between India and Islamic Central Asia. But Mahmud's destruction of valuable and artistic temples and idols was a great loss of Indian heritage. Exactly, Mahmud's only attacking over the town's temples, and which was a great loss, we can say that, for the Indian heritage. Next we have, do you know, Mahmud Ghazni is remembered as a plunderer, and we can say that attacker of towns and temples in India, but in his own country he is remembered as a great builder of beautiful mosques, palaces and libraries. No doubt Mahmud Ghazni was collecting wealth from different countries, and he was making a powerful country in Ghazni, we can say that, or a province in Ghazni, where he was building making beautiful mosques, palaces and libraries for the welfare of his empire. Firdausi, a famous poet, we can say that, wrote Shahnama, in which he praised the steps that Mahmud Ghazni took to propagate, to spread Islam and to build up Ghazni, a great empire as well. He also entrusted means to give some responsibility to Al-Biruni to write an account of the Indian subcontinent, which is known as Kitab al-Hind. Al-Biruni has written a book, Kitab al-Hind, in which the many things were written about Indian subcontinent, which was a great fact, we can say that, taken by Mahmud Ghazni and given to his own empire over Afghanistan. So this was all about today's topic about the Ghazni and how he plundered in India and what was the main reason behind attacking towards India. So read the page carefully, page 91, and listen video carefully for this. Thank you, good day and stay safe.